Welcome back to our channel, friends. Today, we are unlocking one of the most powerful topics of life. A topic that can take you from where you are to where you dream to be. A topic that connects your inner world and your outer world. Yes, today we are talking about personal and professional growth. Now listen carefully, because this topic can literally transform your future. Most people grow by accident. They grow only when something goes wrong. But the winners, the successful, the fulfilled people, they grow on purpose. They choose to grow every day, every year, in their habits, their mindset, their skills, and their relationships. This is not a one-day project. This is a lifelong mission. So let's begin with Rule 1 of personal and professional growth. Rule 1. Take 100% responsibility for your life. This is where all growth begins. Not with books, not with courses, not even with motivation. It begins with this one decision. I am responsible for my life. Most people spend their lives blaming, my parents didn't teach me that. My boss is not supportive. I don't have time. The economy is bad. Others are lucky. I'm not. But here's the truth. If you blame, you stay the same. If you take responsibility, you take control. Taking responsibility doesn't mean everything is your fault. It means you stop waiting for someone to fix your life. It means you become the driver of your own growth. Example, from waiter to millionaire mentor. Let me tell you the story of Marcus. Marcus worked as a waiter in a small restaurant. He had no college degree, no connections, no special talent. One day, a customer insulted him, called him useless, told him he'd always be a failure. That night, Marcus could have cried and blamed the world. But instead, he made a decision. He said to himself, I am responsible for the life I live. I may be a waiter today, but I will not die as one. He started waking up 1 hour earlier to read business books. He watched free videos about sales and marketing. He saved money and took online courses at night after work. He practiced communication by speaking to customers more confidently. In 3 years, Marcus became a sales trainer. In 5 years, he started his own business. And today, he teaches thousands how to grow personally and professionally, all because he stopped blaming and started building. Personal responsibility in professional life. Let's go deeper in your job or business. If you're always waiting for someone to give you a raise, you will stay stuck. If you say, my manager doesn't support me, there are no opportunities in this company, they never recognize my work, then your future is controlled by them, not you. But if you say, I will learn the skills I need, I will create opportunities, I will build a network of growth-minded people, then you become unbreakable. That's the power of taking responsibility. Daily practice. Every morning, ask yourself, what is one thing I can do today to grow, personally or professionally? And every night, ask, did I use my time like a leader or a blamer? This will train your brain to stay on the growth path. If you want to grow in life, you don't need permission. You need a decision. And that decision is this: no more blaming, no more waiting. I will build the life I deserve, because I am responsible for my story. Rule 2. Learn every day, never stop growing. If you want to grow, in your personal life and professional life, you must become a student of life. Not just a student in school, but a student forever. Life is your classroom. Every day is a lesson. And every person you meet can be your teacher. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, your dreams start dying. Why most people stay stuck? Most people only learn when they're forced to. They study only for exams. They only learn new things when their job demands it. They only read when someone tells them to. But successful people, they are always curious. They read, they listen, they explore new ideas, they ask questions, they improve themselves without waiting for someone to push them. They understand one truth. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you grow, the more you glow. Example: the janitor who became a software engineer. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named Carlos who worked as a janitor in a big office building. He had no formal education in technology. Every evening he would clean desks, empty dustbins, mop the floors. But he was curious. He would often see the software engineers working late. He started watching YouTube videos about coding. He bought second-hand books about computers. He practiced coding on his old phone using free apps. Every night, after cleaning the office, he would stay and practice on the public computer in the break room. For 2 years, he studied in silence. He didn't complain about being just a janitor. He focused on learning. One day, the HR manager saw him typing code and asked, "Do you know what you're doing?" Carlos smiled and said, "Yes. I've been learning quietly." The manager was shocked. They gave him a chance to join the company's training program. Today, Carlos is a software engineer at the same company where he once cleaned floors. Why? Because he chose to learn every day. Learning is not just about books. Learning is not only reading books or watching videos. It also means learning from your mistakes, learning from feedback, learning from failures, learning from the people around you. If your boss criticizes you, don't react. Learn. If your friend succeeds, don't get jealous. Learn. If you fail at something, don't give up. Learn. Every experience in life is your teacher, if you are open to it. Professional growth through learning. In the professional world, things are changing fast. New tools, new skills, new trends. If you don't keep learning, you'll become outdated, like an old phone that can't install new apps. But if you keep learning, you become valuable. You stay relevant. You rise above the competition. Whether you're a student, a teacher, a designer, a banker, a YouTuber, or an entrepreneur, the key is the same. Upgrade your mind. Your phone updates itself every week. When was the last time you updated yourself? Daily practice. How to learn every day. Here are 5 simple ways to learn every single day. 1. Read for 15 minutes daily. Even one page can spark a new idea. 2. Watch one educational video instead of scrolling Instagram or Reels. 3. Listen to audiobooks or podcasts while walking or traveling. 4. Reflect on your day. What went wrong, what went right, and what did you learn? 5. Surround yourself with curious people. Growth-minded friends create a growth-filled life. Never say, "I know enough," because the moment you think you know everything, you stop knowing anything. Learners become leaders. Students become stars, and readers become rulers. So make learning your habit. Make growing your daily goal, and the world will open doors you never imagined. Rule 3. Build powerful daily habits, not just big goals. Let's be honest. Most people know what they want: success, confidence, better health, more income. But very few people understand how to get there. They think the secret is in one big decision, or one lucky chance. But the truth is different. Your future is hidden in your daily habits. Yes, goals are important. They give you direction. But it is your habits that move you forward, step by step, day by day. Goals are loud. Habits are silent, but strong. Anyone can say, I want to be successful. But how many people wake up early without an alarm, read when no one is watching, save money when it's hard, practice when others are partying? That's what habits do. They make you stronger without asking for attention. Goals are your dreams, habits are your system, and systems always beat dreams. Example: from fear to fluency. Let's talk about a real person, a young man from Chicago. He worked in a store. He was smart, hardworking, but he couldn't speak well. In meetings, he stayed silent. During interviews, his voice shook. He felt stuck in the same job year after year. One night, instead of feeling sad, he made a simple promise. I'll improve my communication. But I won't wait for magic. I'll build it with habits. What did he do? Every morning, he listened to a 10-minute English podcast. During lunch, he wrote one short paragraph in English. Every evening, he stood in front of the mirror and practiced speaking aloud for just 3 minutes. That's it. No expensive classes, no overnight change, just tiny habits, done daily. 6 months later, he led his first meeting. 1 year later, he gave a presentation to the CEO. Now he's a trainer, helping others grow, because he chose daily discipline over empty dreams. Your habits are your identity. Want to know who you really are? Don't look at what you say. Look at what you do every day. Do you open social media first or a book? Do you wake up early or snooze your alarm? Do you react emotionally or respond with calm? Do you grow or just scroll? Your actions write your story, and habits are the pen. Daily habits that build career success. In the professional world, people don't rise because of luck. They rise because of reliability. Simple habits like reviewing your tasks every morning, following up after every meeting, learning one new thing every day in your field, writing clear emails, asking better questions, reflecting on what worked and what didn't. These are the habits that make professionals irreplaceable. Not because they do something extraordinary once, but because they do the ordinary things consistently. Why habits are better than motivation. Motivation is a feeling. It's like a guest. It comes and goes. Habits are your permanent army. They stay even when motivation disappears. Let's say you want to get fit. You feel motivated on day 1, but by day 5, you feel tired, lazy, unmotivated. What keeps you going after that? Not motivation, your habit. Discipline will take you where motivation cannot. Simple habit-building formula. If you want to grow, here's a method that works. 1. Make it so small you can't fail. Want to read? Start with 1 page. Want to write? Write 3 lines. Start so small that it feels easy. 2. Link it to an existing routine. After tea equals read. Before bed equals journal. After brushing equals speak a sentence aloud. 3. Track your habit. Put an X on a calendar each day. Watching the streak grow makes you want to continue. 4. Celebrate it. Say, well done, after you finish. Smile, feel proud. Train your brain to enjoy small wins. You don't need to change your life in 1 day. You just need to change 1 habit. And protect it like gold. Because you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. And your systems are your habits. So start building habits that match your dreams. Even if you begin small, begin today. That's how your personal and professional growth becomes unstoppable. Rule 4. Learn to say no. protect your time, energy, and mind. One of the greatest secrets of personal and professional growth is not about doing more. It's about doing less of what doesn't matter. Yes, in a world full of noise, demands, distractions, and expectations, the most powerful word you can learn is just 2 letters long. No. No to time-wasting activities. No to things that drain your energy. No to people who don't respect your goals. No to habits that keep you average. Saying no is not rude. It's responsible. Let's clear something first. Saying no does not mean you're selfish. It doesn't mean you're arrogant. It doesn't mean you're disrespectful. In fact, it means the opposite. It means you're serious about your purpose. It means you value your time. It means you are mature enough to protect your focus. Every time you say yes to something small, you might be saying no to something big. Time is not refillable. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can earn back money. You can rebuild a relationship. You can repair your mistakes. But time, once lost, it never returns. And here's the trap most people fall into. They say yes to watching just one more episode and waste 3 hours. They say yes to social events they don't even enjoy and lose their weekend energy. They say yes to scrolling at their phone and miss their creative moments. Soon, life becomes full of other people's priorities, not your own. Example, the graphic designer who changed her life. Let's talk about a woman in Los Angeles. She was a talented graphic designer, creative, passionate, hardworking. But she never grew in her career. Why? Because she was always saying yes. Yes to friends who needed help designing logos. For free. Yes to clients who called her at 11 p.m. Yes to meetings that were pointless. Yes to projects that didn't match her values. She was tired, burned out, losing her creativity, and feeling lost. Then one day, she asked herself a powerful question. If I keep saying yes to everyone else, when will I say yes to myself? That day, she made a new rule. No more free projects. No more late-night calls. No more working weekends. She set boundaries. She focused only on meaningful work. Within a year, she got featured in a design magazine. Within 2 years, she had her own design studio, with a waiting list of clients. Not because she learned to do more, but because she learned to say no. The power of saying no to distractions. Let's talk about something we all face. Distractions. Your phone, social media, notifications, random YouTube videos, endless WhatsApp chats, gossip, negativity. If you don't say no to these, they will steal your focus, your time, your peace, your creativity, and your dreams. Every time you check your phone in the middle of a deep work session, you lose your flow. You lose your momentum. You lose the magic. Protect your focus like a warrior. Because in the war of success, distraction is the enemy. Say no to tasks that don't match your growth. In your professional life, saying no is even more important. Not every project grows your skills. Not every meeting is necessary. Not every opportunity is worth your time. Be clear about your vision. Ask, does this help me grow? Will this bring me closer to my goals? Is this urgent or just noisy? If the answer is no, then let it go. That's how professionals grow faster. They do fewer things, but do them deeply, fully, and with excellence. How to say no without feeling guilty. Many people fear saying no. They worry. What if they get upset? What if I lose friends? What if they think I'm selfish? Here's the truth. You are not on this earth to please everyone. You're here to live your purpose. Here are some ways to say no respectfully. I appreciate the offer, but I have to focus on my goals right now. Thank you, but I'm already committed to something important. I'm honored, but I have to say no this time so I can give my best elsewhere. Saying no with kindness is still powerful. You don't need to be rude. You just need to be clear. Say no to the small things so you can say yes to your big dreams. Say no to distractions so you can say yes to discipline. Say no to wasting time so you can say yes to building your future. Growth doesn't happen by accident. It happens by choice. And every choice begins with one word: no. Rule 5. Build a growth environment. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. You can't grow in the wrong soil. Just like a plant needs good soil, sunlight, and water to grow, you need the right environment to succeed. No matter how talented you are, no matter how disciplined you are, if the people around you constantly bring you down, mock your dreams, or waste your energy, you will struggle to grow. Growth begins with the right company. Have you ever noticed this? When you spend time with lazy people, you start to feel lazy. When you're surrounded by negative people, your thoughts become negative. When everyone around you complains, you start complaining too. But when you surround yourself with people who are focused, driven, and growing, you start thinking bigger. You feel more inspired. You begin to rise higher. You become like the people you spend the most time with. So choose wisely. Example: the baker who changed cities. Let's talk about a man named Dylan. He was a passionate young baker from a small town in Ohio. He dreamed of starting a gourmet bakery, but all his friends laughed. They said, "Nobody here will pay $10 for a croissant. Why don't you get a real job? This is not New York. Stop dreaming so big." For years, Dylan listened to them. He played it safe. He baked quietly at home, afraid to launch his dream. One day he visited Chicago for a food expo. There he met chefs, entrepreneurs, and food lovers who encouraged him. They said, "You have talent. Your ideas are amazing. Why haven't you opened a bakery yet?" That weekend changed his life. Dylan moved to Chicago, worked with other creative bakers, and finally opened his own bakery. It became a huge hit. Why? Because he changed his environment. He left behind the people who held him back and surrounded himself with people who lifted him up. Personal growth starts with your circle. Look around at your daily circle. Are your friends growing? Do they talk about ideas or people? Do they challenge you or drain you? Do they celebrate your wins or feel jealous? Do they believe in you or make fun of your dreams? If your circle is full of doubt, drama, and distractions, you will stay stuck even if you're trying hard. But if your circle is full of positivity, learning, and vision, you'll start growing automatically, even on your bad days. Upgrade your circle. Upgrade your life. You don't have to cut people out of your life completely, but you must learn to manage your time with them. Spend less time with people who complain all day, laugh at growth, never try to improve, bring negativity to every conversation, and spend more time with people who discuss books, habits, and progress. Share opportunities. Think long-term. Encourage your success. If you can't find such people in your town, don't worry. You can find them online. Watch YouTube videos from inspiring minds. Join Facebook groups or learning communities. Follow growth-minded people on social media. read biographies of great leaders, listen to podcasts that motivate you. In today's world, your environment is not just your street or your city. Your environment is also your digital space. Choose what you feed your mind, because your mind is the soil, and your thoughts are the seeds. Mental environment is also key. Your outer environment affects you, but your inner environment, your mindset, is even more powerful. If your inner voice says, "I can't do it. It's too hard. People like me don't succeed," then no outer motivation will help you. You must replace that voice with, "I can grow. I will learn. I may fail, but I will rise again." Start becoming your own cheerleader. Because even if no one claps for you, you must clap for yourself. Daily practice to build a growth environment. 1. Limit toxic conversations. Walk away from gossip. 2. Find one new positive influence every week. Book, video, podcast, or mentor. 3. Create a growth playlist. Videos, speeches, music that inspires you. 4. Reflect each Sunday. Who helped me grow this week? Who held me back? 5. Speak life into others. Become the kind of person you wish to be around. If you want to fly with eagles, stop swimming with ducks. If you stay in the wrong environment too long, you will forget who you are. You'll shrink your dreams. You'll lower your standards. But when you rise to a better circle, your energy rises. Your ideas expand. Your confidence grows. You become unstoppable. Rule 6. Learn to handle failure. Use setbacks as stepping stones. Let's face it. Failure hurts. No one enjoys it. No one dreams about it. And no one wants to feel like they've fallen behind. But here's the truth most people never understand. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Every successful person you admire has failed. Many times, silently, painfully, privately. But they didn't stop. They learned, adapted, and came back stronger. Success has a broken foundation. Imagine a beautiful building, tall, powerful, impressive. Now imagine the foundation, underground, hidden, but full of cracks, mistakes, and rebuilds. That's how real success is built, not on perfect plans, but on broken ones that were repaired. Not on a smooth road, but on a path full of potholes. The ones who win are the ones who stay standing after falling 10 times. Why most people fear failure. People fear failure for 3 reasons. 1. They connect it to their identity. "I failed" becomes, "I'm a failure." But that's not true. Failing at something doesn't mean you are a failure. It just means you tried something hard. And that's brave. 2. They're scared of what others will say. Friends may laugh. Family may not understand. But remember, the same people who laugh at you today will clap for you tomorrow, if you don't quit. 3. They don't understand the process. Growth takes time. Failure is part of the recipe, like salt in food. A little pain today creates a better taste tomorrow. How to use failure to grow. Instead of running away from failure, learn to study it. Ask these powerful questions after every failure. What did I do right? What can I do better? What did this teach me about myself? What's the next step I can take? If you reflect, you grow. If you just regret, you stay stuck. The pain of failure should not stop you. It should shape you. Think of failure like waves. Success is not a straight road. It's like the ocean. Waves come and go. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. If a surfer quit every time they fell off the board, they'd never learn to ride a wave. But what do? They fall, they wipe out, they swallow water, but they get back up again and again until they learn to ride. That's how growth works. Daily practice to handle failure better. 1. Write a failure journal. At the end of the day, note one thing that didn't go well. Then write what you learned from it. 2. Create a try again list. For every setback, make a simple action plan. Even small steps count. 3. Talk kindly to yourself. Instead of saying, I messed up, say, I'm improving. Be your own coach, not your own bully. 4. Watch interviews of successful failures. You'll realize everyone you admire has failed more than you think. 5. Visualize your comeback. Close your eyes. Picture yourself rising again, smarter and stronger. Feel it. Believe it. Do it. Don't avoid failure. Embrace it. Because every bruise carries a lesson, and every lesson carries you forward. You don't grow by avoiding storms. You grow by learning to dance in the rain. Remember, people who never fail, never try anything new. And people who rise after failing, they are the ones who change the world. Rule 7. Dream big, but act small. The real secret to lifelong growth. Everyone tells you to dream big. Think like a millionaire. Set huge goals. Visualize a better life. And yes, that's important. But here's the secret most people miss. Big dreams without small actions are just empty wishes. You don't build a skyscraper by dreaming about the top floor. You build it one brick at a time. That's how real personal and professional growth happens. Big dreams give you vision. Small steps give you power. Dreams are exciting. They give you fire, but they don't give you results. The only thing that creates change in your life is what you do today. Want to be fluent in English? Start by reading 5 lines daily. Want to be fit? Start with 10 push-ups. Want to write a book? Start with 1 paragraph. Want to start a business? Start with 1 idea on paper. You don't need to see the full path. Just take the next small step. Example, the boy with a box of notebooks. Let's talk about a teenage boy named Michael from Colorado. Michael was average in school, nothing special. He didn't speak much. He was never first in class. But he had one thing, a dream. He wanted to become a best-selling author, not famous, not rich, just an author whose words made people feel something. His classmates laughed when he said it. One girl asked, "Have you ever written anything before?" He hadn't. So what did he do? He went to a stationery store, bought a box of 10 cheap notebooks, and made a promise to himself. I'll write 1 page every day, no matter what he wrote when he felt excited. He wrote when he felt sad. He wrote when he had exams. He wrote when no one believed in him. Some days his writing was terrible. Some days it was beautiful. But he never broke the chain. By the end of the year, all 10 notebooks were full. Today, Michael is a published author. His book is sold in 17 countries. Not because he had a lucky break, but because he acted small every single day. What stops most people from growing? Here's the truth. Most people fail because they only dream, but never do. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for more time. They wait to feel ready. But growth doesn't wait. Life moves on, with or without your action. So instead of waiting, start doing. Start small, start scared. Start with shaking hands if you have to. But start. Why small actions have big power. Imagine planting a seed. It's small. You water it. You wait. Nothing happens. A week passes. Still nothing. But under the ground, magic is happening. Roots are growing. Strength is building. Then one day, it breaks through the soil. That's how your growth works too. Small actions don't show results immediately, but inside you, they're creating power, confidence, momentum. Practical tools to dream big, act small. 1. Write your big vision clearly. Example: I want to become a confident speaker in 1 year. 2. Break it into tiny steps. Day 1. Speak 1 sentence in English. Day 2. Record yourself for 10 seconds. Day 3. Watch a short speech and take 3 notes. Day 4. Join an online group. Keep it so small you can't fail. 3. Track it visually. Use a wall calendar. Mark every day you take action. Seeing progress makes you want to keep going. 4. Reward yourself for consistency. Celebrate 3 days of effort. Celebrate 1 week of discipline. Even small wins matter. 5. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Small actions plus consistency equals success. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for someone to push you. Don't wait for the perfect idea. Your dream is a fire, but your small daily action, that's the matchstick. You don't need to be great to start, but you must start to become great. The people who rise in life are not always the smartest. They are not always the luckiest. They are simply the ones who show up every day. So, dream big, start small, keep going. And one day, the life you imagined will become the life you live. If today's message made your heart beat faster, if it woke something powerful inside you, then don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, because your growth starts with action. Share it with someone who's ready to rise. And most importantly, subscribe to this channel, because every video here is made to help you transform your life. Together, we're not just learning English. We're building a new mindset, a stronger future, and a powerful you. This is not just a channel. This is your growth partner. So hit that subscribe button now, and let's grow every single day.